Bonjour mes amis, c'est moi Stephanie and welcome to your Workout Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribers, welcome potential new subscribers, and everyone, do not forget to hit that bell. Fresh videos drop every Wednesday, your workout, and then every other Monday I bring you a quick tip. If you have questions, if you want to see something, a workout here, put them in the comments. Also check out the comments anyway, because I have a Super Saturday class. First class is free, and some other goodies. Get on my mailing list to keep in touch and see what's going on at my virtual studio as well. Okay, here we are. As you see, I am seated again this week, and we have our friend, the trusty roller. If you do not have a roller, grab a broomstick or a Swiffer. I just wanted to use the roller today because it has a bit more, almost a bit less support, so it just does something slightly different, but use what you have. And it's been a minute since we've done some seated, undulating, and spinal work, so that's what we're doing today. And also, it kind of pairs well with last week's arms, because here we kind of stretch. I feel, for me, especially with the roller this way or with the prop this way, we can really get some nice elongation of the arms and shoulders and armpits. So with all that talk in mind, let's get moving. I'm gonna scoochy this way and a little bit on the diagonal here. So go ahead and take your hands, if you have the pole, right, let's grab it. If you have this prop, go ahead and just put your hands on top. Let the elbows be soft. And then take a moment to inhale and shrug them up, almost yawn them up to the ears. Roll them back and down, exhale. Do that again, inhale. Shrugging in and up, in and up, in and up. And exhale. Again, inhale. Shrugging in and up, rolling back. And then we're gonna do 3 more. As you do this, a lot of times it's the inhale to expand, which is actually natural. The diaphragm, like a balloon in some ways, it drops down as we inhale. So our organs have space if we let the belly release. But here, inhale, and think of like a greyhound, right? The belly of a greyhound goes, it's in. So as we inhale, it's like there's a string or strings attached from our shoulders to our belly button, and everything lifts up and then back and down. Try that for 2 more. Inhale. And around. And 1 more. In. And up. You might notice as you do that, there's a little arch curl, a little cat-cow in the spine. Great, because we're gonna accentuate that. So, start with the thumbs. You can either stack or not. I like to have my thumb knuckles even on top, legs comfortably open to create space for the roller to move. And then from here, just wave your spine and go as long and as low as your hips and shoulders. Oof, that's a nice spot for me. It's like, yeah, stretch a Rooney. And then let your spine just sink, curl back. Think cat, 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 cat. It's easy to think of cats here in the country in La Campagna because we always, not always, but a lot of times we find little feathers in our yard. There's lots of birds and lots of cats who like birds. Inhale, cow the spine. Some cows too, actually. And exhale, pelvis, ribs, shoulders, back of the neck. Be as ooey gooey as you can. Inhale. And exhale. In. Enjoy the arch. And enjoy this unrolling of the spine. Also, that stretch into the shoulder, so make that a thing. Inhale, reach, press down with your hands. So I'm not up here, I am pressing down with my shoulders to stay connected, but then I can allow the shoulders to shrug and my head to drop into my little turtle shell there. Whoop. Inhale. And then as our spine goes one way, we actually push the arms and shoulders the opposite way, and then they all get dragged together. Inhale. And exhale, so reach farther forward as your spine begins to go back. Inhale. And exhale. Now we just pick a direction and we take this cat-cow into a circle. Pick a direction, go for it, arch, 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 curl the rest of the way around. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows can be soft in. And X. One more this direction. And then guess what? We switch. Inhale. And exhale. Let the eyeballs gently scan the room, or you can keep them closed. Sometimes that helps us find the internal feels. Ooh, and I might have miscounted, but we're going to do one more because that feels rhythmically suggestive is the word that came up, but no, rhythmically appropriate. Balanced. And then we reverse it. We do the cat and then the cow. So we come through center and we dive the head down. And reach. Now on the roller, as you see, I like to shift into my fingertips so I can keep that connection under the arm on the way up. Sometimes we want to be up here, but here, it's okay if the shoulders are up here. And then really it's like we're pulling ourselves up a cliff, yeah? To peek over the top, drop the elbows down, feel that connection into the back of the armpit. Yeah? Inhale, as best you can. And once more here. Nice and lush. And there we go. So that's the sequence. And now we do it one hand at a time. So pick whatever hand you would like. Opposite hand is just behind your back, as loosey-goosey as possible. And we start with the arch, the curl, the cow, then the cat. Here we go. Gently pressing down into this armpit here, the one that's reaching forward and back. And arch. And the back arm is just gently feeling that undulating arch through the pelvis and spine, and that curl, that cat back. And reach. And reach. So we're still reaching in opposite directions. We go forward, forward, forward. We keep reaching forward with the upper body, lower body curls, and then whoop, like a whip, it catches the front end of the body, inhaling and exhaling. Once more here. And then pick a direction, and I'm gonna move mine a little bit closer, circle, arching around. And curling. And just adjust that back arm as needed. It might shift the forearm on your back. That's a-okay. Scanning the room, or maybe just letting your eyeballs close. Reverse directions. And you might feel a little bit of a side bend. There is a little spiral happening, maybe on the way around. You feel that opposite kidney. Reach, maybe. Once more, reach. And excellent. Now we dive. We let that cat in first. Let the elbow bend. Pull ourselves up off the cliff into the cow. And exhale. And in. And X. Just let your feet be alive. They don't have to do what mine are doing. Mine tend to like to dance. I just noticed. Well, I've been noticing, but don't worry. There's nothing specific yours need to do. Just be aware of them. And once more here. And then take a moment. I'm going to shift my diagonals. And let's go ahead and switch arms. Starting with that opposite arm behind you. Let it just go for the ride. Wave the spine. And back. And cow. And cat. Undulating as best we're able. Roller and arm goes forward as the body begins to pull us back. And reach. Feet are alive, gently pushing into le tapis, into the mat, into the floor, into the earth. Once more here. And then go ahead and pick a direction for circles. Around. Soft elbow. Around. Massaging our internal organs, yeah? Our stomach, our small intestine, our big intestine, our colon, all those good things. Our sexual organs, yeah? Nice and deep. They work so hard. It's nice for us to give them a little support through breath and through this really beautiful wave-like movement. Reverse. Once more. And then we start with the cat. Through center, dive down. Pick yourself up and dive down. Pick yourself up. One last time here. And then excellent. I'm going to face you forward. Go ahead and put both hands back on top. Let the shoulders be nice and easy. We kind of get into a meditative state there, so I'm in some ways sorry that I give us numbers, but also, you know, we have limited time sometimes. So here we go. I want to make sure that you can have time to do it, yeah? So here we go. From here, we'll just finish with this little tick-tock. Whoop. And across. So we're just gently in an arch, and then we're allowing our spine to spiral and side bend, yeah? Don't think too much about it, please. Just your head goes one way, your spine goes one way, and your arms go the opposite way. Gently stretching the neck, right? Lifting that chin to whatever degree it wants to go. Reaching gently forward on the diagonal as well. So it's that same, my arms are going one way, my spine goes the opposite, yes? As best as possible. As deepest as possible, rather. Four more. And come back to center. Take whatever you have. If you have the roller, you're going to clap the ends like this. If you have the pole, just grab nice and wide. Take an inhale. Shrug those shoulders, yawn up, go into a back bend. Oh, and then exhale, roll it down. Leave your prop on the ground. Take a moment to do whatever feels good here. You might want to join me in a little bit of body percussion on that lower back, on your sad bum, on the kidney area, right above the hips and right below the ribs there, that kind of soft spot. And then let that go. One more time, just hang for a moment. And roll it up. Shake out the hairs if you need to. Shimmy the shoulders. And I hope, again, you feel ooey gooey goodness and a bit invigorated after that. Again, also expanded like last week, expanded with the breath and the lungs and the space there. Thank you so much for joining. Woo! I'll see you next week.